The legendary Monkey King, Sun Wukong, was born from a magical stone. Nurtured by cosmic energies for millennia, this stone had rested on the mountain of flowers and fruit for ages, and one day it simply exploded. From the brilliant light emerged a simian superbeing, his golden eyes blazing with celestial fire. Upon his birth, Wukong descended the mountain and soon encountered a tribe of wild monkeys living in the forest below. Though cautious at first, the monkeys were quickly charmed by his boldness and confidence. When the tribe struggled to cross a dangerous waterfall, Wukong boldly discovered a hidden path behind the cascading waters, leading them to a secret cave sanctuary. The monkeys crowned him the handsome Monkey King. His newfound kingdom became a paradise of lush beauty, wild freedom, and symbolic power. The exact location of the mountain of flowers and fruit is a subject of debate. In Journey to the West, it is depicted as a mythical mountain in the eastern continent of Puvavadeha, one of the 4 continents in Buddhist cosmology. This portrayal reflects not a literal geography but the universe as seen through the divine eye. This reflects the syncretism present during the Ming dynasty, when Wu Cheng'enj wrote the epic. During this period, Buddhist and Taoist teachings intertwined, creating a rich philosophical landscape where concepts such as karma, rebirth, and cosmic geography converged, deeply influencing the narrative and themes of the novel. Wukong's journey from an ordinary monkey to the powerful, rebellious figure we know wouldn't have been possible without his teacher, the Taoist sage Subhuti. Early in his quest for immortality, Wukong encountered the wise Subhuti, who saw not just potential, but the spark of greatness within him. Subhuti took him on as a disciple. Under his guidance, Wukong mastered the 72 transformations, which gave him the ability to shapeshift, and the cloud somersault, allowing him to travel 33,000 miles in a single leap. Emboldened by his newfound powers, Wukong began to boast, even using Subhuti's name to claim credit for his abilities. Recognizing that Wukong's reckless behavior would soon attract the wrath of heaven, Subhuti reluctantly chose to expel him. Though he severed their ties, he ensured Wukong had all the skills and knowledge he needed to survive, knowing that some lessons could only be learned through experience. Wukong's first rodeo in rebellion came when he discovered the Book of Life and Death, the underworld's ledger that dictated the lifespan of every being. He found his name and erased it, a bold middle finger to the very rules of life and death. To keep him in check, the Jade Emperor offered Wukong a position in the celestial court, appointing him as the protector of the heavenly horses. Wukong, thinking he'd been given a prestigious role in the divine bureaucracy, was initially thrilled and accepted with pride. It wasn't long before he realized the job was a cosmic-level desk job with no real power, just endless busywork. What's worse, the title was a subtle jab. According to Chinese medical lore, monkey urine was thought to keep horses healthy, so Wukong had effectively been assigned the role of a stable monkey. Furious at the insult and feeling utterly belittled, the Monkey King left heaven and returned to his home turf. He declared himself the great sage equal to heaven, a title he believed was on par with the gods. Afterwards, heaven tried to appease him by officially recognizing his self-given title and inviting him to the super fancy peach banquet, a celestial party for the elite. However, Wukong was left off the guest list. In retaliation, he snuck into the event and devoured all the peaches of immortality. Not stopping there, he stumbled upon the great Supreme Elder Lord's alchemical lab, essentially the Jade Emperor's personal stash of immortality elixirs, and helped himself, making him even more indestructible. At the height of his rebellion, heaven shook as Wukong tore through its forces. The 4 heavenly kings fell swiftly to his 72 transformations, and the celestial armies were obliterated in seconds by his cloud somersault and staff. Marshal Tianpeng, later Zhu Bajie, was knocked out with a single somersault, barely a challenge. Wukong then faced the heavenly warrior with 3 eyes, engaging in a shape-shifting battle that ended in a stalemate. Lotus Prince, with his 3 heads and 6 arms, was no match for Wukong's staff. Even the Golden Cicada army was decimated in moments. One by one, Wukong's enemies fell, leaving heaven in chaos. Eventually, the Jade Emperor called Buddha for help. Buddha finally intervened, trapping Wukong under the 5-element mountain. For the next 500 years, Sun Wukong will be imprisoned beneath the 5-element mountain, trapped by the hand of Buddha himself. The trickster archetype appears across world mythologies, representing a force of chaos, rebellion, and transformation. Characters like Loki in Norse mythology, Coyote in Native American stories, and Anansi in West African folklore. They act as catalysts for change, disrupting the established order. The concept of the monkey mind in Buddhism and Hinduism refers to the restless, uncontrollable nature of human thoughts, jumping from one distraction to another, much like a monkey hopping from tree to tree. This concept captures nature of Sun Wukong, who embodies this chaotic, undisciplined spirit in his rebellion. Hanuman, a central figure in the Ramayana, is known for his unwavering devotion, humility, and service to Lord Rama. While both are divine monkeys with extraordinary powers, their spiritual journeys are vastly different. Beneath the five-element mountain, Wukong is forced into a state of stillness, where he has no choice but to reflect on his actions. This long period of contemplation becomes the turning point in his journey. In the next part of the story, a monk on a divine mission will come to free Wukong, but with a catch that could change everything. If you enjoyed this episode, don't forget to like, subscribe, and stay tuned for the continuation of Wukong's journey.